Yay. Okay, well, that went as well as I hoped. So hopefully that's good enough. There's not like a pre-made happy birthday to us, and that's the only one I could find. But okay, let me see what's next here, y'all. Let me show you this. Y'all, this is one of the shirts from the merch store. Premium quality stuff. It's really good. I don't even know if you can see the back to it. Super dope stuff. And for this month until the end of the month, if you put in the promo code fall10, you get 10% off on your entire cart. So let me play this. PrettyAntisocial.com. So go check that out. And y'all have to sort of bear with me with these, like, let me see what layout I'm supposed to be in. That one. But yeah, so anyway, there's a ton of stuff on here, all kinds of different colors. Like here's these are actually embroidered. The hats are embroidered. They're really, really nice quality. These are snapbacks. They come in a ton of different colors. Super cute, good stuff. So go check that out. Okay, let me see what's next. All right, let's do this. Just in case you guys didn't know. Oh no, I'm back. Just in case you guys didn't know, we are on the countdown to Aaron's sentencing for the revenge porn case. We are looking at 15 days from now, and that's if nothing messes up or there's some kind of continuance or something. And that could happen. We've seen it happen before. 15 days though. And actually, let me see. I think we're like in day 231 of the safe sport suspension. So, all right, let me get to it's what I've not been looking forward to for that matter. And a bunch of people are curious about, I see. So Jackie, she did send in a note, a letter. So I'm going to play that and let you guys read it instead of me reading it, word for word. So here's this.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I mean, can I get a giant... Sorry, I look so weird. I'm lighting my cigar and I couldn't slide the mic over. It's Evan. All right, go away. Go away as I burn my finger. If ever there was a Gino's right, and by the way, welcome. I'm not gonna. Ooh, this is hold on. This is like. By the way, I gotta fix my headband. I don't think I'm wearing this headband, but I had to come over. And by the way, shout out, welcome to In Hot Water. Keanu is on assignment, and by that I mean being successful, telling jokes, something people in the Dabbleverse never do. And I'm telling you right now, fans, fam, if you want to bail on this because you think it's going to be an entire Dabble episode, you can, but it isn't. And if you still haven't gotten that when I bring up shit like this, my God, people, it is not about dabbling. It is about Gino being right. And we're going to get to some Charlie Kirk stuff. We're going to get to how the left lies, but we're going to get to just how everything, it all overlaps. It all fishtails. It's all part of a bigger picture. And I'm sure a lot of people are over somewhere watching them talk about this, which is fine. I find it so hard to believe that so many of these people, let's see who's going right now. Actually, everyone's pretty normal right now. That's good to know. I find it so, Zumox Live. I'm sure Chad's talking about this. Let's see. Let's prove another point. Let's go over to Chad. 166 people watching Chad. And I like Chad because he's good at fucking using the Dabbleverse. But if you don't get how I said this, I called these people slobs. I said, look, I got to move this just because I said, look, they're miserable slobs who prey on other fucking people because they hate their fucking lives. And the rumor I heard, and I'm sorry again that anyone listening, all 9 of you people, in any way, shape, or form, in any shape, or worm, think that this is about dabbling and not Gino was right. Not how fucking, Matt, shout out Matt. Matt wants to know who is this chick. Matt, again, the fact you don't know is beautiful. Secondly, here is the drive that I'm copying to your drive to send you, but your drive didn't work. I couldn't find it on my computer, and don't get me wrong, it's a very good drive. Very good drive. So I gave it to Garrett and Steve to see if they could upload on their drive, and I think it's just Apple. So I have ordered a separate drive. I know you paid for a 6 megabyte drive. So if I can't download it tomorrow hanging out with them, then I'm just going to get a drive like this because I've done it before and send it to you. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, I'll tell you that chick is, I don't even know if I'm going to smoke this. I just wanted to be on the air smiling. She's a slob. She's an evil, angry slob. And this is the beauty of the Dabbleverse. Apparently, if this is true, and I believe it, shout out, Rich Osborne has one. This is just a victory lap. And I texted, what is that, my phone? I don't know what that is. Watch this. Oh my God. I only answered this because I think hello? Never mind. It's Mary. It's a spam. I thought it was someone else. All right. So shout out to Keanu. And I was talking to Keanu and whatchamacallit today, texting with her and Steel Toe. And I was like, oh my God, do I get to take a victory lap for being right? And they're like, we get to take a victory lap. And I said, no. You get to run a victory marathon because this is the alleged story. That this fat slob, who I called a slob, who said probably has such a shitty life. And if you don't know which one, fine. But here, I'll put it in common English, Matt, and you'll appreciate this, okay? Okay? By the way, BYB, I was hoping you'd be here. You lose. And let me tell you what you lose. You lost us as friends, and that's what drives him nuts. And we'll get to that sad man in a minute. But he's losing his mind. Everyone loses their mind because slobs like that dizzy cunt, that have nothing to do with their lives. I've said this. I cannot thank you guys enough for being here. I have so much fun hanging out with you. I don't even know how many people are in here so far. I'm guessing it's not a lot. There's 15 on YouTube, killing it. Let's see how many are on the Rumble. Maybe we could break 50 total. There you go. Fucking up at 44. Curtis John, by the way, cannot thank you enough. And we have some stuff to get to with Curtis John. But the point I'm trying to make is, and then I'll get to this. Again, I'm spoiled. I'm used to having Kiki here. But first, we'll get to this. I will say share screen, and I will share the super chat first. I'll tell you why. Let me explain who this is. Okay? And everyone that's a fan knows, okay? Gino, you're welcome for the cancer. Thank you so much. It's Curtis John. It's Curtis John who, like I've said so many times, we have fans that come to celebrate what we do. Everyone in the Dabbleverse thrives on hate. That stupid schizo, psycho, Sean, whatever, I'll say it again, spent 2 work weeks. He drove each way fucking 24 and 16 hours. Do the SPELING math. That's 80 hours. Okay? That's 16 and 24 each way. That's 40 twice 80. He spent the equivalent of 2 works week, a job he probably doesn't have because he's got brain damage. All these people, I'm right. And I hate it. I said, I talked to Muttering John once, and I said, and trust me, I'm going to compliment you guys. Talked to Muttering John once on this thing, and he's like, no, you're right, we're nuts. I'm like, how can you be nuts if you have this money? But a lot of these people are sad, troubled motherfuckers who hate their life. And what do they do to feel better? Well, people like BYB, this fucking cripple, who we were nothing but nice to, and then fucking reached out and started his own podcast called The Backyard Boys. You know what? You ever heard of KFC? It's Kentucky Fried Chicken. But they call it KFC because fried has a bad connotation that people don't want to remember. Fucking, you will never hear them call themselves the Backyard Boys anymore because the Backyard Boys were a bunch of boys that pretended to hang out together in their backyard and do a podcast because they were friends. But then they realized they could make money in the Dabbleverse being miserable and attacking people. And then they fucking get mad when they lose. You lose. We're not friends anymore. You've become a garbage person and you need to apologize. Now, when you get these people that hate their lives, I've said this, they need an outlet. They need to shit on other people. So they're like, nah, I didn't fuck up. It's like that crazy guy, Charlie, that always calls us. And he's like, you suck. I'm funnier than you. But he's a coward that thinks he's funny and never took a shot at it. So rather than face himself and be like, I'm not funny, I'll say he's not funny. I'm funnier. And I'll feel like, Jesus Christ, no wonder I didn't make it. Same thing with these people. You people, I cannot thank you enough. I cannot thank you enough, Freddie from Phoenix. I cannot thank you enough, Array of Light, who I was lucky enough to meet at Content House. I cannot thank you enough, Curtis John, who fucking sent me cancer sticks. And there you go. Curtis John, who sent me cancer sticks. I cannot thank you enough for that. I can't. Because it is so much fucking fun being right about these fucking people. I don't want to be. But I'm glad I am because it makes me right about you guys. And you guys are awesome. Thank you, Curtis John, for coming out. Thank you, Ray of Light, for coming out. Thank you, Freddie from Phoenix. A couple weeks ago, I just found $50 in my PayPal. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jesse James. And again, this is the other thing. Thank you so much, Jesse James, for bringing that up. Watch this. To quote Frankie McDonald, so not true. And if you don't get, this is the beauty of it. People make up lies about us to feel that they don't know. And everything you know about us, we've told you. Keanu, as we speak, is doing the fucking Drinking Brothers podcast. The last time she did it is when she told the story about selling one butthole picture and laughed about it. And then they're on the internet. They're not. And then fucking people are like, she's blowing the doorman at the stand. She's not even at the stand. And if she was blowing the doorman, trust me, I'd be there saying, can I get a spot when she spits it? But no. So you get people like this that make up horrible lies. And I'm trying to think who says that shit sticks to your soul. And after a while, when this fat cunt slob Jackie, not to be confused with the cunt slob whore that is Kayla Ricada, another piece of shit that dragged us into their life, and people defend them when they are the shittiest people alive, and you defend shitty people you've never met so you can keep attacking people that you know are better than you, then you live this life. And oh my God, watching this dumb cunt cry, watching her cry, haha, shout out Rich Osborne, called this one a while ago. Jackie finally got tired of the browbeating she would take every show from the miserable redhead. Take a bow, Keanu. Yeah. And then you find out she's got some personal shit life that a lot of us called. A lot of us said, what are you doing? Why are you shitting on us? What? And the best part is, if this is true, they found out about her. Here we go. Let's say, I love to do this. Let's go. The friend of my enemy is my friend. You know it, Doodle. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. She blew gnome. Gnome, she did not. Now, this is great. This is great. Watch this. Watch this. Okay, so what do you got here? Just over 2 weeks after Aaron Imholt leaked rumored information about Haley's co-host being a mud shark with multiple baby daddies, she now has left the show. Was Aaron a factor in breaking this up? Stay tuned, hacks. I'm going to give you 2 hours. I'm going to give you, watch this. We're going to watch this. I'm going to get my coffee. I'm going to get my tea. We're going to watch this. And trust me, so much to get to. But you do understand what breaks these people. What breaks these people, what has always fucking broken these people, is what happened with that piece of shit Sean when fucking somehow a picture of him, BYB, popped up on the internet. Not his license, not his address. The thing about comedians is people know who we are, what we look like, where we live, where they can find us. But these fucking faggots, like that cunt slob Haley, whoever this fucking dippy cunt's name is, these fucking people, the second you fucking say, I know where you live, or I know who you are, or I know what you do, they're like, oh, I'm a victim. Welcome to the party, pal. Schizo's done. He's in the fucking wake. No one cares. J-Mo fucking got a little attention, like, look at me, but none of you people fucking matter. What matters is living your life. I love the people that came out to Content House and laughed with us. I love fucking the people that came down to see me and Keanu at fucking Sad Man Comedy Club this weekend. So much fun. So much fun living your fucking life. I love the fact that I'm working on a new studio to do Gino's picks and some other shit. I love it. Let's take this call. This is great. Watch this. Hello?
So you're happy when people get doxxed now?
I would like a $5 super chat, and I didn't say that, but this is another thing that gets me about people like you. You would think a lot of you guys would be normal like us because you look at your feeds and you're conservative, but you're all misinformation cunt liars. Thank you. I'll need at least $5 in super chats to answer anything else. Thank you, Quad. Later, bitch. What don't they? He's Charlie now. He literally like, oh, no one said they like doxing. And I'll say it again if you don't want to rewind it. You fuckers hate the second people know anything about you. Oh, suddenly you're not wearing a bunny hat and we know what you look like and we know your first name is Sean. Not that we didn't know that. And you cry like a cunt. Suddenly it comes out that you have 5 baby daddies. Is it true? I don't know. I know she quit crying. Suddenly, look, he's calling back. He's calling back. Watch this. Watch this. Why don't you call Charlie? You're him now. There's a new Charlie. And here's the thing. This is how stupid they are. Yeah, I apologize, Tosca. This is how he's going to call back. He's going to call back. He's calling back. He's calling back. Hey, who wants to see his number? Look at his number. Oh, now look, I covered the last 5 digits, but watch the Dabbleverse be like, hey, he doxed Quad. Nope, afraid not, people. Afraid not, but that's what they'll do. Remember the time Ray, like, you're all Ray DeVitos. You're all Ray DeVitos. Absolute diarrhea. Don't start. Look at you, JW, on the thing. All right, so look, I'm going to change headbands. This doesn't match. I was wearing you know what I was wearing while he's calling back? Start the countdown. Ladies and gentlemen, 4. What's the over-under on this sad loser calling? Anyone have the over-under on that? I'd love to know because I told him it's going to cost him $5. It's going to cost him $5. But Gino, he's a quadriplegic. And again, this is a guy, if you watch Old Hin Hot Waters, if you have the entire library like our buddy Matt Fugate has on the way, you don't have it on the way. Like I said, I'm working on it. Then you know that we would talk to Quad all the time. But I've said this before, the Dabbleverse ruins people. What's 7 and a 7 and a hook? Well, let me tell you, I better put the phone up here. What are we at now, EK? What are we at now? 3 or 4? Yeah. JW, we need to chat if you have most of it because I think I found 2 or 3 that doesn't work. So I might be willing to do a little trade, do a little trade just to make it the perfect library. Oh, I'd love to. Make sure he sends me the link. Let him know I'm around, but only for a brief respite. So again, let's watch this while I get a little something to twet my twistle, and you guys go from there. I'll make it nice and big. Enjoy, people.
Well,
cry, bitch.
That's probably the wrong choice of music to put with it, or too long, because all right. So I wrote a little something just to get this off my chest and move forward with the rest of the show. Put it over here so I can see it. All right. We're going to have fun today, I promise. Let me just get this out. The past several weeks have brought their share of challenges, both within the show and in the wider world. Alongside external pressures and behind
We're
the scenes
going
shifts,
to
pretty
have fun
antisocial.
today, I promise. Okay. Remember fun? Fun is what you had at Content Hotel. Fun is what fucking Sean didn't have when he realized not even Carl liked him and he had to drink so much he passed out. Fun is what Curtis John and I had watching this Giger Netsit sink into quicksand. Fun. Fun. Fun is what we all had, okay? This dumb bitch appears to think that fun is shitting on other people, lying about my wife, lying about Aaron, just making fun of people is fun. It's always fun until it's not, and your fat cunt co-host goes away crying because you got so caught up in being a piece of shit that you had to spread the shit to her. Look at her. Look at this cunt cry. Go.
And behind the scenes shifts, Pretty Antisocial is entering a time of transition and renewal. Day to day, many of us juggle the realities of work, family, and community commitments, the same struggles that listeners face in their own lives. This show has always been about creating a space to step back from all of that, to recharge, and to embrace the chaos with humor and honesty. Even with recent changes, the decision to keep moving forward with Pretty Antisocial was never in question. The commitment to this community remains at the center. This week's episode may feel a little different as the show adjusts to its new rhythm, but that's part of the process of growth. Looking ahead, Pretty Antisocial is evolving. Expect new formats, fresh content, and creative directions that reflect the fast-moving nature of internet culture. Guests are lined up, live shows and pop-ups are on the horizon, and the vision for what's next continues to expand. Yes, this is a season of change, but it's also a season of resilience. What makes Pretty Antisocial special has always been the community that surrounds.
Watch this. Watch this. Well, look, you get a freebie. Do you understand? You get a freebie, BYB. She'll get a new co-host and keep wrecking you, dummy. This is like, let me explain what wrecking is. Wrecking would be if I went to a comedy club and they're like, I don't know if you know this, but the PSAP girls shit on you. We can't hire you. Wrecking would be if any of my friends called me up and said, look, I was watching the Pretty Antisocial podcast and I can't be your friend anymore. Wrecking would be if we looked at anything they ever said and be like, oh my God, I can't believe fucking they're saying this about, and when people find out the truth and see the receipts, that'd be wrecking. Okay. I don't even want to talk about your L3 and L4. I'm not even going to say it. I could say something terrible about you in a wheelchair and use the word wrecking, but I won't. But you're gone now. You're gone. And this other guy, I don't know, and we'll get to the rest of this. And I'm sorry, again, that I'm gloating over this. I'm so sorry that I'm fucking gloating over this, as is my boy fucking Curtis John, who says, why do you have to show this while I'm driving? Why are you showing this while I'm driving, Gino? Oh, my God. To fucking Atlanta. You think this guy fell out of a tree on his head? Again, I can't get enough of it. Imagine the two fucking heifers talking shit. This is perfect, KJ. Thank you. Imagine two fucking heifers talking shit about other people on the internet, have somebody talk shit about them, and they cry like bitches. Go figure. Imagine someone's like, I'm going to call the police because no one did anything. No one did anything. And this is how nuts they are. BYB. They're going to keep wrecking you. No one knows who they are. Even my friend, Matt Fagati, who is this? No one wants to know who they are, but I have to do this to cleanse my soul and beg you people, not even beg because you guys are great, to remind you people, to pat you guys on the back and say, thank God you're living your best life. Thank God you're seeking out joy. Thank God you're going to things you enjoy because you are happy in who you are. Oh my God. I'm hanging out with a Rayalite at the Content House. Okay. I'm hanging out with a Rayalite at the Content House, and she's sitting there telling me, oh, my God, I was raised on a farm, and we do this, and I'm just bonding with her. I'm hanging out with Bob Van Patrice at Content House. He's like, he pulls up. Right as he gets there, I walk by him. He's there. He pulls out 6 bottles of whiskey, and I'm like, why do you hate me? You understand? I'm hanging out at Content House with Carl, with his wife, with Carl's brother, and we're having a great time. I'm hanging out at Content House with Anthony Cumia, and fucking he goes to me, so how do you feel about me shitting on your boy? Everyone's busting our balls. And that goes to Jacob Shedd, who goes, yo, I fucking wrecked you on. These are grown men. I could see a 5-year-old. Yo, I wrecked you on YouTube, and all you could say is me and Anthony were laughing at you. Yeah, we were laughing at you. And we weren't laughing at you, and I didn't call you up and say we were laughing at you because I don't know who you are and I don't give a fuck about you. I didn't fucking send a tweet immediately, hey, Jacob, we're laughing at you. No, you stupid idiot. But then you write something so gay. So gay. I'll tell you, no one knows who you are. Now look, if that makes you feel good, watch this. I'll leave it up. Tell you knows who I am. People at the Jubilee TV network, I'll be there this weekend. Tell you knows who I am. Fucking another 100 or so people in fucking Florida. Fucking after we did that. Tell you who knows who I am. My brother, my niece, my nephew, these 30, 40 people, they know who I am. To quote the thing I famously said about starfish, not Keanu's, which you can't find on the internet. That's called a segue. A kid's walking along the beach. Kid's walking along the beach, and it's littered with starfish, and he's throwing them in the water one at a time. And some old man comes up to him and says, there are literally hundreds of thousands of starfish on this beach. You're never going to make a difference. And he takes one starfish, throws it in the water, and looks at the guy and says, made a difference to that one. I've been doing this since I got up here. I've been doing this since I got up to New York, and I do gigs, and I'm like, and maybe it was the wrong take for me. Maybe I should have fucking done the shit. Well, everyone should have done the shit Nate Bargatze did. Maybe I should have, but I just always said I want to get on stage and see what happens, and it's been great. It's been great. Absolute diarrhea. I think you're Sean, and I'm about to ban you because you're just annoying. You're just fucking annoying. So I'm probably going to ban you unless you send me a $10 super chat in the next 3 minutes because you're never given a penny. You're an attention whore and you're annoying. So absolute diarrhea. I'll start the timer now. You have till the end of this video. Watch this. I'm going to leave it up. I'm going to leave it up. I'm going to put this back. Hold on. We're going to watch this. I'm going to play. You have 2 minutes and 13 seconds, my friend. I'm going to get a coffee.
To put with it, or too long, because all right. So I wrote a little something just to get this off my chest and move forward with the rest of the show. Put it over here so I can see it. All right. We're going to have fun today, I promise. Let me just get this out. The past several weeks have brought their share of challenges, both within the show and in the wider world. Alongside external pressures and behind-the-scenes shifts, Pretty Antisocial is entering a time of transition and renewal. Day to day, many of us juggle the realities of work, family, and community commitments, the same struggles that listeners face in their own lives. This show has always been about creating a space to step back from all of that, to recharge, and to embrace the chaos with humor and honesty. Even with recent changes, the decision to keep moving forward with Pretty Antisocial was never in question. The commitment to this community remains at the center. This week's episode may feel a little different as the show adjusts to its new rhythm, but that's part of the process of growth. Looking ahead, Pretty Antisocial is evolving. Expect new formats, fresh content, and creative directions that reflect the fast-moving nature of internet culture. Guests are lined up, live shows and pop-ups are on the horizon, and the vision for what's next continues to expand. Yes, this is a season of change, but it's also a season of resilience. What makes Pretty Antisocial special has always been the community that surrounds it. Together, we get to set aside the weight of everyday struggles, celebrate the unpredictable, and enjoy the madness along the way. And I thank you all for being a part of that. So let me shake this off and let's do a show. Shall we?
No, she cannot. No, she cannot. So again, let me rephrase that. Yeah. And let me rephrase, I don't care if she can. She's like, we're going to reformat. We're going to keep having fun. What was fun for you? Shitting on people? Making up lies so you'd feel better about yourself? And here's a warning to the entire Dabbleverse, especially you, BYB, because I'm sure someday we could be friends again if you just get your head out of your ass. Fucking it never will end well. Do you understand? Wherever you run, it's yourself you'll face there. And eventually you look in the mirror and be like, after no one cares about you shitting on them, after no one cares, like, wow, I'm still a fat cunt piece of shit. And I can't wait till this one realizes it. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. And do you understand all the shit she says about me, Keanu, Aaron? We're never on screen literally crying about it. She's crying not about what we said, but about reality sinking in. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You understand? Reality sunk in. And that cunt now has nothing. And she's literally like, all right, so I guess I have to shit on everyone without her, because I'll tell you something else. You get a lot of mileage. You get a lot of mileage, bitch, by going, well, you know what? It was Haley or whatever her name is. I really don't know their names. One is Haley, right? You think everyone else is doing this shit and you're just a part of it. You're just a shitty person. And it caught up with you, and now you're crying like a cunt, and I love it. I love it. What don't you? And the only difference between this fucking slob whore twat and the cunt slob whore that is Kayla Ricada is crying like that too. But they won't let her on. They won't let anyone see her. April, fucking that dumb cunt lying slob. Anyone that would lie about fucking being abused, that's sick. That's sick. You understand? And she's off somewhere being insane. And I love when people are like, yeah, you might be right. I hope you're right. I mean, I love the avatar. That alone, I love. Looks like looks like family. If that's your family, Tolkien Studies, you're welcome here anytime. Anyone that uses their family as an avatar, they must love them and must live a normal fucking carefree life. And I love you for that. Shout out Tolkien Studies. Okay. So if you don't get just how this shit fucking catches up with you. Yeah, I mean, watch this. I'll take your word for it, because I know you're not talking about her internet career. And the sad thing is, like, if you have a great career, I don't know why you do that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. So, thank you, Tolkien. Glooman. So again, I guess I should stop there with that. But I mean, I can't help but take a victory lap and point out this is what happens when you live like fucking giant pieces of shit. It's like, I would hope the rest of the internet would take, like, I was talking about fucking I was doing the podcast yesterday. The show I do with Fred every Tuesday. That's what I'm talking about. We're over at the gorgeous fucking America First Warehouse Studios in Long Island. And pork chops. Look at you taking a break from killing people in Palestine. I'm kidding. God bless you. Shout out Saint Ranger. Eric Idle from Monty Python sent me a question about the Grok AI image creation. Get out of here. Get out of town. Get out. Where did you? I want to send Gino a drive. Shout out Shawnee. Shawnee, send me a DM on Patreon. By the way, if you're not on my Patreon, I got to find a way to get all the people on my Patreon. By the way, Curtis John didn't just give me cancer. He gave me this ashtray. This ashtray, which was supposed to be a food dish for 6, although he sent countless treats she's still eating. And it broke in transit. But the beauty of it is it's the perfect cigar rest. It became a cigar. It became an ashtray. It became an ashtray. So, again, Ghost Goat, without a doubt, I said, if you guys want to, hey, record this, Saint Ranger. Record this, BYB. If you want to get fucking some fucking piece of shit on the internet off your ass, just do that. Because that's their problem. They love talking shit about other people. They love it. And then when it happens to them, well, they cry. They look like this. That's what happens when you do it to a guy. When it happened to some guy I know, we'll call him psychotic Stu. He wears a possum hat. He lost his mind. Everyone sided with him. And by everyone, I mean people no one fucking nowhere cared to know. That's their problem. And it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's fantastic. So yeah, that's their kryptonite. But that's a joke to call them that because they sure as fuck ain't superheroes. I have not gotten to that, Johnny Claire. We'll probably get to that with loads on Friday from LA. No, it is my drive, Sean. It is. Look, it's right. All right, this? Are you talking about this, Shawnee? Talking about the In Hot Water Library? It's right there, buddy. It's right there. So, yeah, that's there. That is there. Is Kiki a mud shark? By the way, I never knew what mud shark was until the chat thing. Like, I forget. In fact, now I forget the slang I knew for coal burner. Coal burner. I've heard the phrase coal burner. I never heard mud shark before. Oh my God, I know you are. Because the other Sean got banned. The other Sean would just dox people. Excuse me, the other. He'd ban people in my chat. He would and by the way, I gotta see something. Fucking, oh my God, hold on. Is Absolute Diarrhea fucking a mod? Because if he is, that would explain it. Oh my God, I gotta call my boy the real JX. Hold on. Control 0. Because that would explain it. Absolute Diarrhea, another guy that I thought was someone else. Account options. Let me go to fucking moderation. Moderators. No, he's not. He's not. All right. All right. Gobble Gobble is. Smartass is. Captain Trunk is. Gay Bitches is. In Hot Water, BFOP, and Cow Patty. So, yeah, none of those people could be Sean. So, I don't understand how that happened. Back to you, wonderful people. Yes, you are. A real bad seed, that Shawnee. So, as I was saying, stop it. No. Oh, my God. What is it? Mad D Moof? I'm trying. I never heard oil drilling either. Never do. I never do. Tolkien says, I love Harold. I think she'll be fine. I just saw the clip of her crying. I don't know why, other than Jackie leaving the show. You need to rewind and watch everything I said. I don't think they're good people. I respect you. Respectfully, I think they're pieces of dog shit. I do. I genuinely do. But as I was saying, by the way, I'm going to make this subscription only because there's people in here. And by the way, don't panic. I'm just going to make it so you have to be subscribed. Customization, don't move. Subscribers of any duration. Why? Because I think the ban on this channel is almost up for my brother Max Loads. And that's kind of great because I'd love to fucking monetize it for that guy. And there you go. I know. That's a great question, Doodle. I would love to know where Toddler Cock is. It's so funny. Where is Toddler Cock? Where is? I don't know what that is. I don't know what you just put in the chat, BYB. Let me see something. Linktree, Haley Kennington. Oh, there you go. Yeah. She's doing great. I won't put this up because you'll say I'm doxing her. But she works at a publishing company. That's fucking great. She's an investigative journalist, freelance writer, reporter, contributor to dozens. Watch this. Let's have some fun. Okay, so she is on a little thing called, this isn't doxing, this is promoting. Shout out to our girl, Haley Kennington. Let's take a look. She's an investigative journalist because, again, if you're an investigative journalist, you want to cover revenge porn with a fucking guy from Minnesota who likes golfing. You want to fucking lie. By the way, you want to lie. If I should call her company and be like, she lied about my wife. I would like proof of that. She served as research. Listen to this, research and director and story editor for 2020's #1 documentary on Amazon, The Plot Against the President. That's fucking awesome, right? That's a great fucking show. She went on to work on the Daily Wire's first independent film, What Is a Woman? That's fucking great. Haley's op-ed and news articles have been published by the, let me tell you, good for her. Good for fucking this lovely woman. See, when you focus on this, you look like this. But when you focus on hate people, you look like this. Again, so here's my question. Here's my question, people. If she's doing so well, why is she crying? Why? But again, I think that shit's great. By the way, I've heard of the plot against the president, right? I'm just watching the douche, search for the plot against the president. That's incredible. That is incredible. By the way, the plot against the president. Fucking so good. It follows the biggest scandal in U.S. history. So that's where'd I go? I'm ready. So look, that's fucking awesome. But again, I will say that she also, let's check her IMDb out. Why are you doing this? Live not by lies. What is a woman? Editorial department, additional crew. Oh, okay. Okay. So let's credits. I'm checking something. Haley served as research director and story editor for 2020's. Ready for this? Okay, I'm just going to say this. Haley served as research director and story editor for 2020's #1 documentary, The Plot Against the President. Let's take a look. Share this tab instead. Story editor. That's great. That's fucking great. All right. She did. Okay, so there you go. All right. So again, props. It's chick. Go to click on the link. She's got a fantastic fucking link tree. A fantastic link tree. So it makes me wonder. Oh, they're doing construction outside. It makes me wonder why you lose your mind and fucking start shitting on people in the Dabbleverse. But again, it does kind of prove what I'm saying. And I shouldn't say prove like it's some kind of, it goes back to the other shit I was saying to Muttering John. I'm like, you people must have lives where you've worked hard, where you fucking did all this shit. You raised a family and now you just need a release. So you shit on people. And it sure seems like the dichotomy here is that Haley fucking did exactly that. Haley, who fucking has a wonderful life. Haley, who's done all this stuff. Okay. She's like, I just need a release and I'm just going to get a little batting practice in, shitting on people. I don't know why she lies about my wife and shit. I don't know. But the other chick, the fat pig chick, she where'd I go? The fat pig chick needed to fucking, shit on other people to feel better about herself. And that's why she broke. I'm getting better at not. That's a very good text. Getting better at not. Getting better at not. But again, the reason is, and I'm kind of talking about it now, and I'm going to fucking tilt this down a little. The reason is, and that's a very good question. The reason is because I fucking can't understand why people go out of their way to be miserable and angry and stuff. And it bothers me way more than it should. But when I get a chance to say Gino's right about something, I do take advantage of it. But as I started this pod saying, I cannot thank you people enough. I can't. You guys, my phone's vibrating and it's distracting. I love that you fucking people come by here and hang with the good guy. I do. It's great. All right. I love it. I love hanging out with you guys in real life. I love having a drink with you. I do. But again, it drives me insane. All right. So let's burp. Let's burp. Good Lord. And by the way, right now I'm looking at her Twitter feed and I saw something from September 12th that I want to talk about, the Tyler Robinson thing. The left is so broken. The left, like, do you understand? I don't think I'm better than anyone. This is the thing. Don't get me wrong. I think I'm better than you as a person because I don't shit on people until they shit on me. But I don't think I'm better than everyone. I think I give props all the time. I've been giving mad props to fucking Nate Bargatze. Do I think I'm better than him as a comedian? No. I give Mike Vecchione props all the time. Do I think I'm better than him? No. Do I think I'm better than you as a person? Yeah. Do I think I'm better than Haley as a freelance journalist? No. Do I think I'm better than her as a person? Yeah. Okay, let me tell you something, Quad. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Right now, I'm the smartest person in the room only because my cat's 6. is in the other room, the south wing of the apartment. But that's what people do. They since you don't. Oh, here's a guy. Oh my God. J-Mo. Gino is a garbage human, and his wife is into older. Oh, I think you mean is into older men. Yes, okay. Gino's a garbage human, and his wife is into older men because she lost her virginity to her uncle. Now, there you go. That's a lie. But then you start to believe it, and you get further and further from reality, Jay. You do, and then you say things that are laughable. Oh, man, I got it for you, buddy. I got it. What was that Fauci credit, Gino? Stop it. There was not a Fauci credit. That was not a Fauci credit. There's no Fauci credit on any of her stuff. I would lose my mind. Oh, oh my God. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Oh, you got to go, Doodle. Watch this. You're right. You're right. Why do I want to click your bio? Oh, wait. Where'd I go? Pete. Look at this. Right now, what I'm watching is something for Windsor Castle. Send the link. Browser's lost connection. Screen share. We don't. Oh my God. Yeah, so there you go. Way to make your money. Thank you, Dr. Fauci. What did she do on that? What did this now she's officially a dumb cunt again. What did she do on Dr. Fauci? Research director. Wow. I'm sure she's vaccinated and thrilled. Okay, we're done with Haley. Goodbye, Haley. You're dead to me. You're dead to me. You're part of the problem. You're part of the goddamn problem, Haley, without a goddamn doubt. Jesus Christ, with the Fauci credit. Good Lord. Oh, I missed a super from Saint Ranger. Hold on. Thank you for my roses, Saint Ranger. I'm kidding it, but thank you for the $5, Saint Ranger. Saint Ranger says, and I quote, Eric Idle has a post of mine on his Twitter page where he asked me how I made the short movie I made with Grok. His tweet is on my page as well. Send the link. I'd love to see it, my man. I'd love to give props where credit is fucking due. You don't like your gap or you wouldn't comment on it. Okay? You've got fucked up teeth. Okay? You got fucked up teeth, ugly. Kidding. That's me being a child. I didn't even notice your teeth. I'm sure they're fine. I am not one to talk about teeth. Mine, I drink black coffee and smoke cigars. So my teeth are model stuff. Oh, now again, anything with Fauci, I don't watch. I don't want to watch that. But again, I'm her fan again. I'm sorry, Haley. I watch this. Sorry, Haley. I'm so very, very fuck you. I love this so much for Kiki. Everyone made fun of her when she had a shitty guess. Make fun of Gino for Ehrenberg. Steel toe for his go. I hope it comes back to Haley on repeat. Yeah, she's a cunt. She's a cunt. Yeah, Tolkien, it is. I didn't know. Now I want to watch it. Why is it called Thank You, Dr. Fauci, if it's anti-Fauci? But again, shout out. I apologize, Haley. Yeah, that's it. I don't get the title. It's like Naked Lunch. So, all right, enough of this silliness. Enough. Let's talk about some shit today that I was dealing with. Not dealing with. So, shout out. So this morning, got up, had my coffee, wrote Gino's Picks the Rough Draft. I'll finish that up. I don't know if I'll find a studio for that. But I will say, look, I was talking with my mother-in-law recently, and she said to me, she's like, Gino, and I'd love Push-Up's take on this, and we'll talk about it more the next time I do loads. Like Friday, I'm flying into LA, and I don't have my normal place to stay. I'm fucking spoiled. So I have to get a hotel. Oh, like a normal person. Thank you. Hold on. You're right. Before I do anything else, I'm going to put this up. And I'm going to reboot because I lost screen share audio. I'm going to open this package when I return. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Shout out to Curtis John, who not only sent me $1 to fucking remind me to do this, but the fucking guy sent me a package, I'm assuming, and it is addressed to Gino Bum Behavior Bisconti. Look at that. I don't know if you saw my address. I hope you didn't, you fucking weirdos. By the way, let me tell you something else, people that live on the internet. Fucking say, you all act like you're conservatives, but you don't get if fucking someone wants to fucking hurt you, fucking as like, we got to get rid of guns. Nope. Fucking people need guns to protect themselves more than fucking people that want to kill need them to kill you. People that want to kill you will find a way. Oh my God. How old do you think I am? Shout out to Curtis John. Is there a note? And the note, in case it says, fucking drunk bum from Curtis John. Loads, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. These are Skechers Pickleball Performance Arch Fit sneakers. I hope podiatrist certified arch support. Oh my God. Look at these. Look at these. Jesus Christ. Look at these things. These are fucking, they're Skechers slip-ins because I'm a bum. Can I jump rope in these? Because I sure as fucking gonna. Look, and they're fucking Charger colors. Curtis, don't act like you didn't get me. You got Six a box. Six, look at the box. She's like, hey, easy with that box. I'm going to put this box here. Look, Curtis, I'm going to put this box right there, and I guarantee she'll be sitting on it at some point today. Shout out Curtis John for the Skechers Men's Viper Court Reload hands-free slip-in sneakers, blue and lime. Fucking fantastic. 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 Oh, my God. By the way, yeah, damn right you don't. What was I saying? Okay, so I forget what I was saying. Hard to believe. Oh, I had to open the box. Thank you so much. I don't know what any of these are. Oh, they're going to be comfy. Oh, they're going to be comfy. Not going to lie to you. Honky Tonk Tennessee, what did you write? Baseball analogy. Leadoff hitters get on the board first. The Emmys needed a fastball over the plate to crack it out of the motherfucking park. Nate, both pitched and swung success. I don't know what this is. Leadoff hitters get on the board first. The Emmys needed a fastball over the plate. Okay. But I don't know what you're doing, dude. I like you. I like you, Honky Tonk, which is why I literally followed your arrow. I follow your arrow wherever it points. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you didn't get, again, shout out Curtis John. If you didn't get the reference, while I was living my best life at a hotel, the room was perfectly situated. A fucking 1 minute walk to the free coffee in the lobby, which no one was drinking because they made it so fucking strong. And a fucking 2 minute walk to the pool. So when I cleaned up the last thing, I'm walking around barefoot and I must have left the room with my shoes in there, which were worn to fuck because I've been jumping rope like a motherfucker this summer. I have. Yes, Thomas Van Erich, I have those exact same shoes. You're going to love them. Thank you so much. All right, so enough of this silliness. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the world, obviously. If you don't get like the left is insane. The left is insane. And I've said this, like, I don't know what to make of what's going on because I'm going to be honest. I really have not been paying a lot of attention since they arrested this motherfucker because I've gone down the rabbit hole and I missed the times when life was so fucking easy that you didn't need to worry. Thank you, buddy. That you didn't need to worry about any of this shit. Do I think this guy shot him? I don't know. But watch this. At this point, I'm willing to believe this guy shot him. I'm willing to believe that, yo. Johnny Claire, what are you and Loads talking about? By the way, let me tell you this. I've been watching the show. I hope they don't. I'm just going out there for the money, which isn't a lot. I'm just going out there for the money, which will buy me a Chargers ticket or like I'm torn. I'm either going to get a ticket to the Charger game, right? Or I'm going to just go to this bar Sharky's in Manhattan Beach and watch it with a bunch of Charger fans. Real Charger fans, authentic Charger fans, fans that have suffered so long. It's probably smarter to do that. But I'm telling you, I was talking about this with Loads. Like, Peter would be so much better for this. But, he told him no hard feelings. Oh, wait, they said it to him. But, I mean, I was listening to some of the stuff. I was listening to this one guy. Oh, my God. Listen to this guy. It's so funny. Pete, you got to let me go to my watch history. I was watching. Okay, here you go. Okay, I'm fucked. Yeah, like I watch this. I hope you're right, Quad, because unless I get my shit together, like I don't argue like this. Listen to this woke fucking queer. Listen to how he talks. You ready? I think I'll get taken down on YouTube for doing this, but I don't care.
Be a conspiracy theory. I think that the DOJ does this. That Donald Trump would perpetuate a lot of conspiracy theories. He did this with the outcome of the 2020 election. But let's look at another example that's not coming from like the DOJ or like the criminal justice system. We're like referencing like 2012 through 2014. Donald Trump said that because Barack Obama is black, he's obviously not a U.S. born citizen. So therefore, he
did not say that he was black. He's not a U.S. born citizen.
I think he's making shit up.
Movement, right? So I just have a quick question. Would you say trying to take
there was legitimacy questioning his
I'm only showing this so Peter will watch it and realize I want to go out there and eviscerate this scrawny little fucking twink.
certificate.
Question his birth certificate. What's the legitimacy?
Questioning his family came from Kenya. How is he running for president?
Wait, Donald Trump's mother's a Scottish immigrant. Should we question his birth certificate?
They came
That's
here
a stupid
through the legal
comparison.
process.
All right.
He didn't come
I'm gonna trust me, Quad. They're not gonna use me because I'm gonna scream, "You're fucking idiots." I don't know, Peter, because I fly out. I land early in LA. If I can check in before noon, which is 3 o'clock your time, probably we can do a later one. But as of now, we might have to hold off again. I don't even know what's going on with the football show tomorrow. Shit be crazy, yo. Shit be crazy. Just schedule your tea time like you normally would, Pete. I wouldn't fucking worry about it. Hold on. Let me call Loads right now. Calling you right now, Loads. Calling Max Loads, everyone. Please hold. Oh, what is Kiki saying? Just got a text from Kiki. It says, oh, it's just a picture of her. Oh, it's adorbs. I'll show you. Oh, look. She's at the Drinking Brothers. I'm so jealous. Hold on. Let me check with Pete. Calling Loads, everyone. Should have just sent him the link. Calling Loads.
Hello.
Yo, dude.
Yeah.
You, what was I going to say? Switch Rumble to premium only halfway through, like Crowder, so you don't have to edit the VOD and make the video. No, I don't give a fuck about that. So what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know. What are you and Johnny Claire talking about? Not that I'm mad. I'm just genuinely curious. What's going on?
I was asking if he was, watching any of the Trump stuff that's going on in England. And then I said I saw there were demonstrations in England over the weekend. What were they all about? And he was filling me in on what it was all about.
Right.
That's all.
I love Pete's unenthusiastic hello, Johnny Claire. Johnny Claire's great. What's that, Pete?
That's because it was you calling and not Johnny Claire.
Save this. That's why we're trying to do a show Friday. Maybe we do a late show. Maybe we do one at 6, just for an hour when I'm sure I'll be checked in. We could do that if you want. I just like doing it. What's that?
How about I just call you when I'm done golfing? Probably. Oh,
you got to have a time set up for these people. Your fans, look at. I mean, Johnny, am I wrong? Look at the prima donna. Look, when I'm ready, I'll be ready. Look at Pete doing the show starts when I fucking get there, just like I fucking taught him. Never have I been more proud, Loads. That's great. The only thing you did wrong was watch this. But that could be any time. Yep, click. Why do you do that shit?
That's not what I meant.
Era. It's your era. It sure sounds like it. Era. I think it is. Era. I do.
I can let you know Friday early what time we're going to be done, and you can put it out there. That's all.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. We'll see what's out there. We will. I mean, I'm telling you, as of now, it's like, look what you. All right. I'm trying to catch up on all the shit that's going. Like, I'm sorry that I'm convinced the Jews had something to do with this, Pete. You know what I mean?
I have no idea anymore. I'm listening to all this different stuff. I have no idea.
Yeah, and it's not that. God forgive me, because that was a joke I made. It's not the Jews. Like I said this. Like, what's her name wants to fucking do our show, do a cameo. Micheline, Keanu's mother. Because she said, I told you the other day, she's like, hey, Gino, why does everyone hate the Jews now? And I said, people don't hate the Jews any more than they hated the Germans, around here in fucking the 40s. It's just I'm starting to have a problem with the country of Israel. I am. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what, like, everything I've been seeing,
right?
Is sort of everything's leaning towards, and even the stuff I heard Kirk saying, he seemed to be leaning that way. If you can, but if you can believe, he had the meeting with the Ackman, and they offered him the money.
Who is this, by the way? The meeting. Say that again, because the meeting with what's his name? Ackman.
I believe the guy's name is Ackman. He's
right.
He's wealthy, and he supports Israel.
So he's nobody other than fucking a rich Zionist, correct?
That's what they say. I don't know the guy, so yeah. So Candace Owens, and she's the main one who's talked about this meeting they had, and she made it sound very much like they're putting pressure on Charlie Kirk, to take the money. It would double what they're saying is 150 million. It would have doubled Turning Point's the total amount of money they have, operating budget. But he was getting leery of what Israel was doing, so he didn't want to do it. Then there's other people, like I was listening to Nick Fuentes, and he said, he talked about what Ackerman actually said, or Ackman, whatever, and he did not present it that way. And then you got Netanyahu on with oh my God, the woman on Newsmax answering a question, and it was like,
oh my God, I saw that clip. It was it was
Dr.
Evil. You know what it reminded me of? And I'll find that. I have that like in my, it was literally like one time Chrissy Mayer, who, watch this, there's her sticker on the back of my phone. I love doing the cross promotion. She's literally in the fucking, about to do the Drinking Bros podcast. I have to do it when I go out there. She went after Chrissy Teigen once, Pete, and she basically said Chrissy Teigen, is doing this drinking blood shit, blah, blah, blah. And Chrissy Teigen responded to Chrissy Mayer and then blocked her. And it's like, why are you yelling at me? I'm just, you know what I mean? And it's the same thing. Netanyahu's like Dr. Evil. That's crazy talk. Everyone wants to blame the Jews. No. Why are you even responding to this, right?
Yeah, like, and what's her name prefaced it with, look, I don't believe this. I think this is crazy or whatever. But they're saying that Israel has
What are you doing right now?
I'm just sitting in my garage.
Can I? Big brother, you're the best thing in the world. Can I send you the link? Do you want to come on? Do you want to come on?
This guy Costa's got it.
Yep, he's CEO. I'm going to send you the link real fast, okay?
I got to get my computer then. I got to get the computer.
Nope, now.
What?
Watch this. No, I need you right now. Watch this. I'll be you. Your line is, I need you right now. I got to get my computer.
Look, I don't want to interfere with your show. You got a lot going on, but
do the line. I got to get my computer.
I got to get my computer.
No, your line is, I need you right now. I got to get my computer first.
I got to get my computer first.
No, your line is, look, I'm you and you're me. Hold on, people. By the way, real fast, Ackman is the CEO, one of the biggest hedge funds Pershing Square. He's a Zionist, China friendly, etc. Now, Peter, you're going to be me and I'm going to be you, because this is, again, we're teaching, okay? I'm going to be you, okay? And you're me. You need me right now. And your line is, but I need you right now. Ready? But I'm going to go first, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, okay. Hey, I got to get my computer first.
But I need you right now.
Yeah, start without me. Let me explain the joke. He'll get it. I hung up on him. All right, so I'm going to send Pete the thing right now because, trust me, I need to talk with Pete before I fucking get my ass handed to me on that fucking show that he wouldn't go to. I get so carried away. I'm like, you know who'd be great at this? My brother. And then they fucking have Pete do it. First thing he says to him is, watch, I'm going to put, why'd you hang up on me? Hold on. All right. Send. Hold on. One more sec. Sorry, Pete. Send. By the way, Curtis John, she's already trying to get into the box. That's so fucking funny. Hold on 1 second. Ba-boom. Where was I? You're gone, bitch. Right. Let me do this. Yeah, let's see if Pete's sound is good. She's already trying to get into the box, Curtis John. Watch this. Look. It's working out a little bit. 6, you want in that box? Hold on. So, I wouldn't doubt it. Like, look, I don't even know what this is. He thinks he's so clever. All right. Hold on, 6. I'm going to put this here so you can get in. I know you want. Look, 6. There's the box, baby. I guarantee she'll be in that in no time. All right. So, sorry about that. What's holy shit, Mr. White? I missed it. All right. So, what was I doing? This is stupid. So, yeah, I was watching this, and it's insane. I'll find it. It's Nope. God, I can't find it. I think this Dore. You know what, Jimmy Dore? I got to tell you, guy's fucking great. Here it is. Here it is. We'll play this again when Pete gets here. But take a look at this. Shall we? We shall. This is what we talked about. And well, I don't know what we're talking about. We'll get to that in a moment. But so this is the clip we are talking about. Present, share screen, ba-boom. And this is from Jimmy Dore. Take this down. Sorry about that. Doink. All right, take a look. Why does he even respond? That's Kurt Metzger. I don't know the chick above him is, but let's take a listen. Hold on. I'm going to unmute it.
Israel is behind the Charlie Kirk murder. And, I don't believe it for 1 second, but I want you to, make a statement. It's so absurd.
That's insane. That's insane. Israel.
Okay, I'm going to play that part one more time. Why why is he going on fucking Newsmax to denounce this? And Newsmax, of course, because no one on the right, of course, no one on the left would believe it. So he doesn't need to go. No one that's fucking, just willing to believe anything spoon-fed to them by MS Now or CNN or CNBC. They'll be like, that's crazy talk. But people on the left might question it. So isn't it odd that Netanyahu is on some Newsmax channel, by the way, which is out of Boca Raton, I'm told. I have to get down there more. Isn't it bizarre that he's like, let me go on Newsmax and damage control? I think it is. I do. Here we go. Let's listen.
The internet rumors that somehow Israel is behind the Charlie Kirk murder. And, I don't believe it for 1 second, but I want you to, make a statement. It's so absurd.
That's insane. That's insane. Israel also changes the orbit of the moon. Israel pushes the sun. I mean, the whole thing is.
Who said
it's
that?
not only insane. It's. I think it's so absurd, so stupid.
So all he's done in the response, you see, is him go, it's like saying we changed the orbit of the moon. No one said that. Even Metzger goes, who said that? Like, Gino, did you, it's like when someone, hey, did you fuck my wife? That's crazy. That's like saying, do I control the weather? I didn't say that. I asked if you fucked my wife. And then all I say twice before and twice after is, that's insane. That's crazy. And relax. I did not fuck your wife, although she's beautiful. All right, here we go.
So stupid and so ridiculous. You can't believe that people are saying.
It's so stupid. It's so ridiculous. I can't believe it. What? Why are you here?
That. They just found the perpetrator.
I am your guest host, Misty Winston. Apologies for not.
And by the way, that's his comeback, by the way. Hey, they just found the perpetrator. That's our concern. Yeah, and they found Lee Harvey Oswald. They found Jack Ruby. They found the fucking, I already forgot his name. What's his name? Thomas Crooks. They found them all. Found them all. You can't spell BB without FBI, fucking BB without FBI. Pete still has a beeper. Yeah. Hey, Gino, what did Pete's Call drop. Did pizza? Ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if we're going to be there Wednesday. He's a busy man, but don't say he's not a man of the people. Ladies and gentlemen, Max Loads. Yo, Loads. Oh, hold on. My thing's on big. Sorry. Yo, Jesus Christ. Hold on. Yo.
Hey.
Yo, Loads.
I'm just trying to, I had to get you off my phone. All right, there we go. Now I can only hear you in one
Speaking of
place.
getting you off, make sure you pick up the official drink of Maxine Loads. He's wearing the shirt, the Salty Wave.
Oh my God. What the hell is wrong?
And I quote, it comes out like a salty wave. Yeah, that's what she said. She said it comes out like a salty wave when Max finishes with his loads. Pete, are you done doing promo? You want to talk? You're going to promote your stuff or your merch, or do you want to talk politics?
I'm not promoting anything. I was sitting in, I was just relaxing, and you interfered with my life.
That's the last 50 years, isn't it, Pete?
58. But at any rate, who's counting? What is the problem? What's going on?
It's just literally, first of all, this is where, oh, look at this. Share this tab instead. Shout out to the lovely Kiana C. Thompson and Chrissy Mayer, who are at the Drinking Brothers podcast studio right now. Fucking so jelly. I sat there with
Where is that?
Aaron
Where
Burr.
is that?
That is in Austin, Texas. Here's another pic. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that saint. And we have to talk about, by the way, Shadow, we have to talk about that. My God.
Yeah, that's so I'll address Jesse James. I'm not I don't get why our country has to be so, and I don't get the whole entanglement with Israel. As I was saying, so here's where I am, Jesse James, in thinking this over and getting frustrated that I got to constantly hear about Israel and what's going on, and they're leading us around by the nose and all this garbage that just aggravates me.
Which you can't necessarily deny, right?
I'm not going to deny it. I don't know. I'm not there. I can deny anything. Here's what I'm telling you. Israel was created by an act of the United Nations. Clearly, you can't have a two-state solution over there. So what you need to do, what I think should happen at this point
is a final solution over there. That didn't work. Now they want to do two states, right? He's talking about when we tried to exterminate those filthy people. That's what I'm talking about. Tell you what will knock you out. Salty Wave, the official drink of Maxine. 5 minutes ago, you're like, what a relaxing Wednesday.
Yeah, are you kidding me? So one, EK Legend said Ackman published his tweets, which would be good, or texts or whatever. So that'd be good to see, because that's one of the things that apparently Candace Owens was saying. She has the text messages or whatever that went back and forth that I guess support her thing. And she was also claiming that the letter Netanyahu was referring to, I guess that Charlie Kirk wrote him. He should have shared the whole letter so he'd have context. Either way, I just think now with what's going on over there in Israel and all that, the UN created that country in 47, 48, whatever it was. And I think at this point, the UN just has to step in and say, we're taking over. Not any one country, okay, not the UN. The UN just comes in, they put their peacekeepers in, I don't care how you do it, and Israel can be Israel, the Jews can have their homeland and do whatever they do, and when somebody steps out of line, so on either side, somebody from the UN, does whatever they got to do to mitigate the situation, okay? Not the United States, not Russia, not Saudi Arabia, the United Nations goes in and takes it over. I agree the UN is trash. I never said they weren't. But this would give them something legitimate, at least, to do, as opposed to put all these maniacs in charge over there of committees and say, oh, the United States is the worst country on the face of the earth. All these other countries are better. Please. The UN is terrible. Okay, Johnny Clear, the UN said Israel's been committing genocide. All right. That's the UN. They represent every country in the world, don't they? So is every country in the world saying Israel's committing genocide? The UN, they're an entity. They can go over there. They created the mess. Now let them clean it up. And I mean, that's the only solution I can think of. They created it this way. It puts no country, because any country goes over there and does anything. If they do anything that helps Israel, they hate the Palestinians. If they do anything that helps the Palestinians, that country is anti-Semitic. No. We're taking that garbage out. Nobody's going to call you anything. It's the UN. You want to call somebody anti-Semitic or anti-Palestinian, call the UN that. And clearly, the United States does not run the UN. It's run by a bunch of people from these other countries. So it's off our plate. And if they get real pissed, you know what they should do? Put the UN in Israel. I don't want it here anywhere anyway. Just move the UN to Israel. Put it right in Tel Aviv. Who cares? That solves all the problems at once. You got me? I want them to do what's going on in Italy. Italy, Israel, Egypt, Ireland. I don't care. I'm here. American, here. That's it. So I can't stand having to hear about it all the time. So let the UN take it over. And that's what I got to say about what's going on over there in Israel. That's my solution.
If you're not sub to the Drinking Brothers podcast, we love them. Look who's there, people.
I'm a beef eater guy. Old school dude. Yeah. I know
That's
a lot
not
about
sad.
By
jersey.
the way,
That's
see that
sexual.
jersey, the
Well,
Noah nigga jersey? I almost
it
wore
is.
that today.
It's meant
I
to be that
remember
way.
when I used to get my beef eaten before the baby.
Yeah, now it's
Yes.
all over. Now
Wow,
it's
that's
all
a-
over.
that's a sad
Yeah.
And I
story.
got just I'm sitting on some uneaten
That's
beef.
why we're the
You
great-
sure are. You sure are. It's on the counter at Arby's. Hasn't gone through the shredder yet.
I mean, I know there's this
Oh,
organization
yeah.
called
Oh,
Hunters
yeah.
Hungry that donates.
Jesse James, don't do any
to,
opening speeches
homeless
soon.
people. So
The gears are turning.
that might be
Well,
something to look into.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly your word, I'll get shot. Is that what that is?
I don't mind.
That's that
Anyway,
Bird.
give them a shout out.
Wild time to be.
Love those gals. Sorry, Pete. Had to give some props to the what. Look, this is that. I love that they had. This is why I was wearing the Italian headband. I thought it went better with this. I wanted to just relax with my Noah nigga jersey. Yeah, that's how Daddy do. All right, back to the horse.
So
is a good friend.
So that's why and for the Charlie Kirk thing, I mean, there is a lot of evidence. People are putting out a lot of evidence now. If you believe the text messages, I guess it's the prosecutor from Utah when he had.
What you're talking about. With the fucking trans shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things that need to be, I guess, cleared up. A lot of people were saying a lot of cars with out-of-state license plates were showing up at the house that the murderer and his girlfriend were living. The accused,
when they found when they fucking pinged all those phones before the fucking Crooks guy, and they all went back to right around the FBI main building. And did you see that? And I'm going to show a little more that really. I said, did you watch the video? Because we're going to watch it now that I sent you yesterday from Jimmy Dore. And I said it connects all the lines, connects all the dots, and it's the straightest of lines.
I watched most of it, yes.
Yeah. I mean, so you know what I'm about. It's incredible. You read it, you're like, oh my God. It's just like, do I believe it? Do I think it's obviously gospel, and not to say gospel and freak out Jews, but I mean, do I believe it like gospel? No, but it's I listen to news now till I hear something where I say no fucking way. You know what I mean? Till I say no fucking way and throw it away. Like when you hear them and what's his name? Even Rubio Cruz brought it out to that cunt fucking on CNN. It's they accidentally were celebrating and shot the guy. When the second you heard that, you're like, all right, this network's stupid. This network's shit. But this is the thing I was showing. Hold on, I lost the screen. So it's the same video. It's Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore has been saying for quite some time he had a problem, with what's going on. And I still don't know what to decide. But let's take a listen to just this 1 or 2 minutes. It's incredible. It's incredible. Here we go. I will unmute it.
Yes, it's all very.
I've never seen where I was like, oh, they were way off on that one.
By the way,
very.
I've never seen them report. It's as soon as.
So just to read it. How do you come to a place where some of the least impressive, most useless people have no actual skills become billionaires? How did Bill Ackman get $9 billion? A pretty impressive guy. I know him. No. This is when fucking Tucker Carlson was basically saying, which I think a lot of us still believe, Epstein's a fucking, he's an intelligence agent. Okay. He's whatever you need. Like, there's no way a guy goes from being a fucking high school teacher and all this stuff to a multimillionaire that gets a sweetheart of a deal from Acosta, which I'm sure you saw yesterday, Pete. Whatchamacallit, Cash Patel was basically throwing it. By the way, shout out Von Hayes. Hopefully this headband goes better with this outfit. By the way, thank you for making me put that up so I realized. I mean, they're throwing him under the bus and they should finally. It's like, why did it take him so long? What are they hiding? Because Acosta gave him such a sweetheart deal that he's practically untouchable until fucking someone kills him and they blame him for hanging himself. All that said, this is where Tucker Carlson is like, this is where Tucker Carlson, that 07's a salute for future use, Pete, just so you know. This is where Tucker Carlson came out and said at Turning Point, it's like, yeah, he was an intelligence agent. How do you not know that? Your thoughts, and then I'll hit play.
Yeah, so the reason Epstein got the sweetheart deal in 2008 was because Acosta was told he is working with intelligence. So that's why he got the deal. He was basically told he's working with intelligence, and I was told that's what I've heard, but flat out. I believe it's in the paperwork somewhere as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, did he get off lightly then? Sure he did, but they said flat out then that he's working with intelligence in some manner. And
by the way, hardest working people in the biz. Shout out to Vagabond, who, by the way, that is also Jesse James, who sent this butte. Thank you, Vagabond. Then we'll get to some other stuff. Boom.
I just got to say, the Von Hayes MVP is tremendous. Von Hayes, five for one.
Look, he hates me, but I love that he's Von Hayes. I really do. It's like I'm gonna ban you. I can't ban Von Hayes. All right, so look at this. Breaking: NSA detected 12 Israeli cell phones at Kirk assassination. This is from a guy named Adam who has 500,000 followers. Accordingly, the administration are, quote, really freaked out. Source: the investigative work of Village Crazy Lady, 150,000 followers. Again, just straight lines that seem to make sense. We've got 50 fucking people there, and I'll get to a clip sent to me by our boy Stace about like you were saying the shit that was going on if ever there was a fucking false flag. You know what I mean? But this, it's insane. Just like all the not false flags, the distractions, that went on during this shooting. But let's just listen to this, and then we'll get to that. Here we go.
That's where the story goes. I mean,
yeah. It's all very.
I've never seen them report anything where I was like, oh, they were way off on that one.
Right? No,
I'm
there's
sure they have a mistake, but I just haven't seen it. I've seen it with everybody else, though.
There was something with Netanyahu's wealthy allies in the U.S., including many who started with infuriated text messages and phone calls from Netanyahu's wealthy allies in the U.S., including many who had funded TP.
Actually, why don't I just read it so I can go to the next one? Following the confab, Kirk was bombarded with infuriated text messages and phone calls, Pete, from Netanyahu's wealthy allies in the U.S. See also this fucking guy, Ackerman we're talking about, including many who had funded TP USA, Turning Point USA. And this, like what we're about to get into, reminds me of the shit they would say about Kennedy, how he was in bed with the mob. And then when he got to be president, he turned on the mob and they're like, fuck you. According to his longtime friend, not that I'm comparing Jews to the mob, comparing Israel to the mob. According to his longtime friend, the Zionist donors treated Kirk with outright contempt, essentially ordering him to fall back in line. Pete, I'm going to say this. I could see that happening. If at any point you say that doesn't make sense, you'll stop me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so far everything makes sense, right? He was being told that what you're not allowed to do, and it was driving him crazy, Kirk's friend recalled. The conservative youth leader was not only alienated by the hostile nature of the interactions, but frightened by the backlash. All right, let's go a little more. She continued, the friend's account dovetails with those of multiple right-wing commentators with access to Kirk. I think in the end, by the way, this is Misty Winston. She's great. I think in the end, Charlie was going through a spiritual transformation. Candace Owens, a conservative, we know, shifted decisively against Israel after October 7th, reflected after her friend's killing. Hold on. I know it. He was going through a lot. There was a lot of pressure, and it's hard for me to watch the people who were pressuring him just to say the things they're saying. She continued. They wanted him to. What's that, Pete?
Well, there's no question. Apparently, when Kirk was just getting started with Turning Point, he took in a lot of money from Jewish donors. You know, a lot of money went into Turning Point from Jewish donors, and he was very pro-Israel. You know, he was very pro-Israel, and I believe Kirk was on that show, some show, and he was saying he's been to Israel, he's been to Gaza, and I think you should ask the question, how did that happen on October 7th? You couldn't walk anywhere along that border without armed ID Israeli defense people along the border. So how did it happen?
That's in this video as well.
Charlie Kirk said that. So clearly, you know, and that shows, you know, maybe he did have
interrupt, Pete.
Go ahead.
That's the last thing Charlie Kirk said.
Oh.
No, Pete, I'm trying to be cute and witty, but you know what I mean? It was his last interview with a much more hardcore Zionist Jew, Ben Shapiro.
And I'll say, like, as far as somebody said, you know, oh, Acosta never said that. That's fine if he never said it. Someone said Acosta said someone told him that regarding Epstein being an asset. Well, shouldn't that be? And I'm not saying you're wrong, push-ups. I'm just saying that being the case, I'm sure Acosta's still around. Somebody should just dead ask him, did somebody tell you that? Who told? And he should say no. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's something that can be cleared up because it came from somewhere. Oh, there you go. It's the worst type of whisper rumor stuff. Obviously, it is because I thought they got me. Hey, they got me. I didn't think it was whisper rumor. I thought that's what it was. And really, if the netherworld and those type of people is who Epstein was working for, wouldn't it have to be told to Acosta as like a whisper and a rumor? I would assume it would have to be wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hey, we're telling you this, but you didn't hear it. And if you say you heard it, you won't see any of your loved ones either. That's all I can think of anymore.
Jayham, when pressed on what hate speech is, Bam Bondi referenced the In Hot Water chat. Winning, I'll tell you what is the opposite of hate speech. The speech I'm about to make saying thank you, Jayham Stoneface, for not one, not two, but 5 gifted subs to the In Hot Water chat. Now it feels like a Max Loads kind of fucking Friday. And by the way, there's already a thumbnail out for Friday to try and get you going. There really is, Pete. Let's see. It's fantastic stuff. I'll get to that in a sec because we have to cover this. But let's see who got some subs. I'll tell you, our boy fucking Thomas Van Erich got some subs. Our boy Vagabond got some subs. Our boy fucking Joey Dago fucking got some subs. Oh, by the way, Gino's picks are the rough draft is done for week 3, and I'm taking Seattle. I'm betting against the Raiders. Sorry, some great jokes. Shawnee was gifted a membership by Johan. MVP Von Hayes get some membership.
I think Seattle is favored by a wide margin this weekend.
Who? They're laying
Seattle is favored this weekend. They're playing the Saints at home. Apparently, they have the third highest spread out there.
Peter, would you like to hear the rough draft of it? The Seahawks are giving a touchdown to the Saints. Where, Peter?
In Seattle.
No, say it like you taught me.
In South Alaska.
I say, is it South? I have Southern. South is way funnier. God, see, that's why you're the pro. The Seahawks are giving a TD to the Saints in South Alaska. Hey, remember in week 1 when I told you to put your money on a road fave coming off a losing season and laying a TD? And then last week, went on Bet or Believe It, I said the Niners were a lock despite being so down. Their starting QB, despite being, again, this is the rough draft, being down their starting QB and banged up on offense. Yep. Well, they covered both times. And this week, I'm telling you to lay another TD against a team with a journeyman QB, and I'm sorry, Pete, a struggling run game. Is that fair to say?
It stopped struggling this week.
Well, Pete, like, if I had to find two journeyman QB, I'm going to put an unproven journeyman QB right now, or an erratic.
How about a journeyman QB looking to prove himself?
What's that?
I say, how about a journeyman QB looking to prove himself?
Look at that. All right, go on. What else we got?
And a running game on the rise.
Nah.
No,
I'm
you like
not
that?
saying you're wrong. I'm saying I'm trying to shit on. We'll get let me read the rest and you'll think of it later. It doesn't.
I got you.
So we're not taping this till later tonight. Okay. A journeyman QB and a running game on the rise, but a struggling running game. Because while the opponents keep changing, one thing remains the same. The Saints' terrible coaching staff of head coach Kellen Moore and defensive coordinator Brandon Staley. Pete, you ready for the joke? You ready?
Yeah.
And the reason I didn't mention who their offensive coordinator is, and you don't know either, is because they have no offense to coordinate. And maybe it's time to point out the only thing worse than the coaching staff on offense is the front office, who most likely set up this disaster so they could get hometown boy Arch Manning, who's a perfect fit for this team because after 2 weeks, just like their QB Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shuck, the guy plays like a backup college quarterback. Give me Seattle and I'll lay the 7. That's your Geno pick sneak peek. Do we like it, Pete?
I like that.
It's got legs. It's
That's
got
good.
legs. So as we were saying, let's get back.
What is snooker?
Mean but
Johnny,
funny. I love our chat.
Johnny Claire wants to play snooker. What is snooker?
By the way, we're doing this 1 week, Johnny. You're picking 4 football games. I'm picking 4 soccer matches, and we both go undefeated because we know nothing about each. I guarantee. And by the way, Johnny, you could write the jokes since you're funnier than me and Pete, and that's saying something with Pete's comedy. All right, so let's watch a little more of this. Okay, and by the way, shout out to our boy who said, where'd it go? He said they have the, I didn't see them, but somebody said there are receipts. Whoever I lost in the chat, they're like, okay, Kip Smith, put the link in the chat. Send me something. Candace Owens is showing DM receipts. I'm sure you've seen the clips. I have not. Have you, Pete?
No. I mean, I just heard what the prosecutor in Utah read, which was, I believe, a text conversation between the accused killer and his live-in boyfriend. That's all I heard in that regard. So I don't know if there's something different.
You want to see something different, Pete?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
A sneak preview of the thumbnail for Friday.
Oh my God. What goes on?
We shall fap on the beaches. We shall fap on the landing grounds. We shall fap in the fields and streets. We shall fap in the hills. We will never surrender. General Fap on. Battle for the. Oh, look at little Six. Look at do.
Oh my God.
Oh, do. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Again, something I never thought I'd say.
More of your fans working their ass off to make you look like the star you fucking are.
Yeah, that's really, I appreciate it.
It's so good. All right. What was I doing? All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Jesus, Pete. I love it.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
And by the way, Push-Ups, I did see what you said there, and yeah, it is hard to believe Israel maybe was involved with it when you look at all the other information surrounding Charlie Kirk's murder. And the problem for me is just it's too much. There's too much garbage out there, and because they lied with the other, the government lied about the other assassinations, I just want this one nailed down. And it seems like some of the stuff I heard today, it's getting much, much closer to it being this kid. And maybe not, so far they don't show any ties to Israel necessarily.
Look at this. Are you talking about the things we're looking at right now? Glug Lumen. By the way, where's he came here one time.
And that's the thing. Right, like they're reading these texts.
Yep.
How do I know they're the real text? How do I know any of this? I want to just sit there and if they hadn't lied about everything else, I'd have been like, yeah, they're the real text. You know what I mean? So there's too much.
I mean, has AI just become a tool for making race jokes that you're afraid? Half the videos I get from people, AI jokes are fucking black people stealing cars and fat chicks destroying pools because, you can't make those videos. By the way, that I believe.
There you go. Gray Zone's a Russian propaganda outlet. Gray Zone is written by, is that what Blumenthal or whatever his name wrote for? And that's the article that Candace Owens was quoting regarding what went on with Kirk in that meeting to a degree. Just saying.
I don't know. Like,
yes. So
you go.
yes, some guy wrote an article in Gray Zone, I believe his name is Blumenthal, and it was about this meeting in the Hamptons that Candace Owens referenced, and then she went further to say she has some other texts that also support what she's saying. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Oh, by the way,
apparently, the other problem.
Our boy Saint Ranger is very excited, Pete. I don't know if you know this, but there was a picture on Eric Idle's Twitter page. I responded to it with Grok AI, and he sent a tweet asking how he did it. Now it's on both of their Twitter pages. Again, send me the link. Put it right in the chat. Put it right in the chat. I'll copy and paste it. I'll copy and paste it from my thing because I can. But shout out and thank you for the 5 subs, my man Saint Ranger. All right, but this is the thing I'm talking about. At this point, AI, like, because we don't know what to trust, and I'm going to get back to these texts because they make sense to me. They do, and regardless of what AI says, because sorry, that's the wrong comment. Not like it's a bad thing. Listen to the latest. But then again, I've also heard that he's a simp. Here's the thing. Everything you're telling me, I cannot argue with. But when I read these, they're just referencing things that we know happened. And then your common sense says this makes sense. I'm going to read a little more of what may be AI, what may be made up, what may be sourced from Russian propaganda. But I'm going to read it, and I'm going to draw my own conclusion and go from there, because that's all we can do. And now I'm starting to think they created AI because they're all fucking on the same team. It's us versus them, and fuck the middle class. Thank you. Time stamp about. We'll find that in a sec. But let's go back to this horse shit. As we were saying, because this all makes sense to me. I'm sorry. Kirk appeared visibly outraged during an August 6th interview with conservative host Megyn Kelly. We love her. I don't know about you.
I saw that interview.
As he discussed menacing messages he was receiving from pro-Israel bigwigs. I love Megyn Kelly. I love Kirk. Shouldn't say that because I never really watched Kirk. You know what I mean? I didn't. Like, I see his clips, but I watch Megyn Kelly's pod. I listen to Dave Rubin. I do. Although I take a lot of his shit with a grain of salt now. It's all of a sudden, oh, Charlie's no longer with us. Wait a second. What does with us mean exactly? I'm an American, okay? I represent this country, Kirk explained before addressing the powerful Zionist interests harassing him. All right? The more that we got and publicly call our character into question, which is not isolated, it would be one thing if it were just one text or two texts. It is dozens of texts. Then we start to say, whoa, hold the boat here, Kirk continued. To be fair, some really good Jew friends. What did you say to the people at Jubilee? Hey, Jubilee, why don't you go to the head Jubilee and tell him to get his Jew checkbook out? Didn't you say that, Pete?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I did. Because they're just fucking filthy people. And when it comes time for the check, they go from rats to dinosaur arms. What, Pete?
So, Hey, no, I'm not a silver Netanyahu. I'm just saying that is Charlie Kirk himself speaking. I mean, unless that whole interview was AI with Megyn Kelly, that was the man who said
that
right there.
Go on, Pete. I'm sorry.
No, it was that right there is what Charlie Kirk said himself. So
he also said this, Pete, correct? He went on to complain, I have less ability to criticize the Israeli government than actual Israelis do. And that's really, really weird. So he's calling out the country right there, right?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he said that, and he did, like, that was real, I mean, obviously, there was it seems, based on that, I would say there was a problem there between him and some group in Israel. That's all. That's all. That doesn't mean they killed him. Does not mean they killed him, but it does mean there was a problem. I mean, it's him saying, this isn't third party Blumenthal, Owens. It's the guy himself. And he talked about it as well on, I can't remember the guy's name. He's got 3 initials. He's doing great now on his podcast. Yes. Yeah, push-ups. It was Blumenthal. And, to really go far back, if the UN is anti-Semitic, that's the UN's problem. They're not supposed to be. They're not supposed to be. So let them handle it. And then if the world...
You on the screen with that. I don't want to be on the screen with that, Pete. They fucking sure did. Yeah, they did. Let me tell you, you think Gino whacked me.
Yes, I am 100% like Joe Dago said. Can it ever just be?
No,
Right,
Joey Dago.
It should just be. And apparently, they, it seems like they it seems like they have this guy pretty nailed down. If the tweets are real that you're hearing, there's some things. Why were all these cars without estate plates at the house where he was living before it happened? There you go. Again,
he screenshotted you.
Who said don't answer the phone? Somebody on here said Pete don't answer the phone next time.
But you did, didn't you?
God.
Look who's here. Birthday girl's here, Pete.
Yeah, birthday girl.
No,
by the way, didn't you see my quote? It's Constitution Day. Happy Constitution Day, everybody.
Today is?
And the fact you said it that way only upsets me.
I'm sorry. Just being honest with you, big brother. Hold on. Joey Dago is calling right now. Hold on. Joey Dago, you are in hot water with loads, and Six is here as well. What can we do you for, buddy?
Okay. Can you explain to me why a foreign entity would want to take out a talk show host?
Because he turned on him. We were just showing the tweets, right? Pete, you go. Am I wrong?
Did you? I have for a little bit. I was working downstairs.
Look at you.
I'll tell you.
That's all right. Go. I'm sorry.
So the going theory is Kirk started out very supportive of everything Israel, and he's very influential. And if he turns, all these people he's very influential with will also turn on Israel. And supposedly, from what I hear out there on the mainstream media, is that the younger generation is already starting to either, if not turn on Israel, just have no interest whatsoever in what's going on over there. And they know that apparently they don't want that to happen. That's what the theory is. I didn't say I believe it.
I compared it, Joey, to you're so cute, Six. I compared it to like when they say fucking Kennedy like got to where he was with the mob, then he turned on the mob, and then the mob fucking took him out. Now I'm not comparing Israel to the mob. I'm saying Israel is the fucking mob. I am indeed. I am saying Israel is the mob and the Jews what? My poor brother. Go on. What is it, buddy?
I'm saying the mob is a mythical organization created by the FBI to bring disgrace and discredit upon Italian Americans. That's a story for another day.
Okay. Do you Joey the Hammer Dago? See, I gave him a mob name. I gave him a mob.
Is he gone?
Oh, well, all right. Well, I'll rewind this and I'll find out. I'll call you guys later.
All right.
Thank you.
Now let's get back to Loads, the meat hammer.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Curtis John, I agree with you. I don't think people understand how influential he was. And God, I agree with you. That terrified it. And the left has whatever you want to call it, the Democratic Party, whatever, has no one like him. And they're losing. They always had the youth vote in this country. And they lost it in the last election, especially among young men. Oh, by the way, and that's young men of all color, creed, religions, and everything. The only people they still got voting for them are young women. Some of them and your older people who are the only ones still watching mainstream media all day.
Yeah,
I can agree more,
Pete. But when you say when you and Curtis, by the way, see the kicks Curtis got me because I'm a bum. Look at these.
I saw that. By the way, whoever said what about the A&M Notre Dame game? I didn't see the whole game, but I saw the end. Notre Dame, it was 4th and 9 for A&M, 4th and goal from the 9 or the 8, whatever. And Notre Dame, all they had to do, they had to get to the quarterback before a receiver could get 9 yards downfield. But they didn't didn't look like they sent an all-out blitz to me. Guy rolls out, hits a guy for a touchdown, Notre Dame loses.
Notre Dame stinks, and I'm mad that I'm better believing.
And I will say it, I saw that it looked like a hold against A&M right up the gut on that play. So, nothing you can do about that. Looks like there was a hold. Guy came right through the center and got tackled. But it was quite the game at the end there.
Really? Yeah, but again, Notre Dame stinks. Okay, I can't be bothered. Fucking, I'm doing Better Believe It, and because fucking, don't get me wrong, our boy Brig, and make sure you catch Better Believe It. I think we're going tonight. I don't know what time we're going. What time are we going?
Please.
We're doing late tonight, right? I got a 6. I'm doing all football tonight. I got to check this. I'm doing 6:30, 5:15. Holy fuck! I got to do a 5. I'm doing a 5:15 Better Believe It show. I got it hard out in 15 minutes. Good Lord. Actually, I got to push the other. I've got overlapping shows. Hold on. So I'm going to tell these boys, can we do 7? Can we do 7? All right. So, because I'm doing both my football shows today, then getting into the thing. So where were we? All right. So real fast, back to this. These are all straight lines. AI just confuses things. And again, I don't know if it's Russian propaganda. I don't know if it's made up text. I don't know if there were fucking dozens of cars. I do know that right now we've got 50 states, 1 Israel, which is fucking bullshit. It's like that is so.
So apparently that
Rumble,
is.
right? We're on Rumble, correct? Because this is why I hate YouTube. That is so Jewy.
Well, apparently you do realize that is an event where there's 250 members of our House of Representatives in Israel getting the tour. You do realize that's what that is.
What?
There are 250 members of, I believe it's the House of Representatives, might be the House and Senate, who are in Israel right now getting the tour, and that's, I believe, what they're referring to.
It's like a timeshare thing. Hey, look how great we are. Fucking, it just seems so creepy. I don't want to say creepy. It's just shitty. I don't like it.
I think the problem, Vagabond, with why would Israel do this? I don't know why they would do it, but had they told, like, how to take this long for it to come out, and maybe people in the know knew that Kennedy was giving Israel a hard time with their nuclear program before he was killed. You know what I mean? Maybe people, I didn't know that. You know what I mean? So now you don't know who really killed Kennedy, and then you find that out. Or you hear that Kennedy was going to have, silver certificates printed out to circumvent the Fed. That would seem to be, that's a real reason. And Warburg and the Rothschilds are all about the Fed getting formed here. So who knows? Who knows? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm just waiting to see what happened. This is all speculation. And yes, the Phillies, unbelievable last night. Ridiculous. By the way, this is baseball today. Ohtani had a no-hitter through 5 against the Phillies.
Yeah.
The Dodgers were 4-0, and they took him out.
In the 6th, right?
They took him out. Why are you taking him out?
Oh.
He's got a no-hitter. I just don't, like, he's on some pitch count. He was mowing him down.
Doesn't matter. That's your fucking, he's the only guy you can make an excuse for because he does so much more. You don't want to blow up his arm and not just lose the starting pitcher, but lose fucking, MVP. Lose the runner-up for the MVP. Am I right, Pete?
Yeah, Schwarber's got the MVP.
Schwarber, who, by the way, better believe it. We got to talk about that. Oh my God. I believe we said on Better Believe It, we made you so much money in the preseason. We said bet the starting quarterback for the Browns would be Flacco. We said bet the fucking Colts, the longest shot of all of these teams of teams that did make the playoffs, one of the longest shots. We said take the over on Colts wins, which they're 5 away from with fucking 15 games to play. We said take the under on the Saints. Where were we? Oh yeah. Let's get to this. Sorry that I lost my track.
No, to finish up the whole Kirk Israel thing, I don't think nobody really knows. It's all just speculation. They're trying to put, for some reason, they got to create content, so everybody's putting it out there. But if it was like Dago said, and I wish it was, if it could just be, and we could totally trust our government, we wouldn't have all this going on. It would be, yeah, we believe they arrested the right guy. They're going to put him on trial. Let's wait and see how the trial goes. And by the way, this should totally be a state trial. There's no reason for the federal government to be involved in this. at all. Is it the murder in the state of Utah?
I got interrupted. Do you think he's going to make it to trial? By the way, thank you, illegal alien. They gave a strike to Max Lodes for giving medical misinformation, which we know is a lie. So for now, you have to Venmo Gino Visconti or PayPal. Go on, Pete.
By the way,
the trial?
And because of all this stuff, because of the Charlie Kirk thing, his murder, which is terrible, all the world kept spinning. And you had, like you were talking about, Kash Patel testifying. You had the woman who was, I don't know, whatever she was, head of the CDC and got fired 29 days in. She was testifying today regarding that whole thing. You know, so there's a lot of other stuff going on. I'm like coming out of a fire hose, Gene.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like a salty wave. Am I right, Pete? All right, let's finish up with this really quickly because I want to cover. Shout out to Kip Salute, who once again, this is why we love Rumble. Didn't need to be a mod. Put the link in the chat. We have the DMs. We'll get to those in a sec. Just want to finish this the fuck up. I really do, because I want to get to the thing. He went on to complain to Kelly. I have less ability. We said that in one of his final interviews. This is the joke I made, which there's nothing funny about, Loads. In one of his final interviews conducted with Israel's premier influence in the U.S., Ben Shapiro, Kirk once again tried to raise the issue of censorship with Israel critics. Here we go. A friend said to me, interestingly, Charlie, okay, we pushed back against the media on COVID, on lockdowns, on Ukraine, on the border. Kirk told Shapiro on September 9th, one day before he was shot by a tranny fucking idiot. Maybe we should ask the question, is the media totally presenting the truth when it comes to Israel? Just a question. Let's take a look. Here we go. Ready? Boom.
Kirk speaking with Ben Shapiro.
We've pushed back against the media on COVID, on lockdowns, on Ukraine, on the border. So like maybe we should also ask a question. Is the media totally presenting the truth when it comes to Israel? Just a question, that maybe we shouldn't believe everything the media says, because I know I've been conditioned to ask a lot more critical questions over the last couple of years. So, Ben, some people would accuse Israel of wanting to ethnically cleanse. Some people in the Israeli government are saying, again, it's all over the place, right? You have opinions all over. In your opinion, what would a good outcome 5 years from now be? And how does one respond to the claims of ethnic cleansing?
Wow.
I feel bad for that guy, man. He was.
Look at his face.
Cleansing.
Does he answer?
Can't ask those questions.
They don't show his answer here. Well, let me see if they talk.
Very hard on him when he goes, I'm just going to trust my friends in the government.
Yeah.
There you go.
We were all hard. I was hard on him. I mean,
well, I assumed that he wasn't a true. I assumed he was like, no, I think he was like a genuine guy. And then you can see him having to put together, it's pretty hard to put together that the entire system of your government is completely corrupt and owned by a series of mafias. Yeah. It's hard to put that together when you're young. I know from just saying it to people that are younger than me.
By the way, I'm biased, but Metzger is so good on this show, by the way. And of course, normally that's Jimmy Dory, but that chick.
That's crazy.
I'm going to say,
I go, you don't got to believe me now. We talk to be billionaire capture.
And by the way, the mainstream
that's
media,
exactly what.
From what I've seen, a lot of mainstream media is very pro-Palestine. They were anti-Netanyahu in Israel.
Yeah,
just saying.
There's a chick who ended her speech, a Jew broad at the Emmys, and she goes, and free Palestine. And they're like, she's like,
that seems to be where the mainstream media is with it. Our government, on the other hand, is very pro-Israel. They're opposite the media for the most part.
What many would call like this fellow on the right wearing the yarmulke Zionist. Let's watch this.
It is too. Billionaire captured. Okay, according to Kirk's longtime friend, Kirk's resentment of Netanyahu and the Israel lobby was spreading within Trump's inner circle. In fact, they said the president himself was terrified of Netanyahu's wrath and feared the consequences of defying him. During the past year, the Trump insider was told by contacts.
I'm going to say this. This is where they tie it into Trump, which again, this is everything I voted for, but this is the one thing that's sticking in my craw. Here we go. Sorry.
In the White House that the Secret Service had caught Israeli government personnel placing electronic devices on its emergency response vehicles on 2 separate occasions. While the gray zone was unable to confirm the story with the Secret Service or White House, such an incident would not have been unprecedented. Indeed, according to a report in Politico citing 3 former senior U.S. officials, a cell phone spying device was placed by Israeli agents, quote, near the White House and other sensitive locations around Washington toward the end of Trump's first term in 2019. Which is not surprising. Former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson recounted a similar incident in his memoir, writing that his security team found a listening device in his bathroom soon after Netanyahu used his personal toilet. There is currently no evidence of an Israeli government role in Kirk's assassination. However, that has not stopped thousands of social media users from speculating that the pro-Trump operatives' shifting views on the issue contributed in some ways to his death. And by the way, Miriam Adelson, Sheldon Adelson's wife, who is the person involved with all of this, was also the one that ran the spying operation on Julian Assange in the Ecuadorian embassy, where they were placing listening devices in the women's restroom to spy on him and all of his visitors, including his doctors and lawyers. So this is not unprecedented. By the time of publication, over 100,000 Twitter X users have liked a September 11th post by libertarian influencer Ian Carroll, declaring about Kirk, quote, he was their friend. He basically dedicated his life to them, and they murdered him in front of his family. Israel just shot themselves. That's a bold statement. Many advancing the unsubstantiated.
As Peter often says, we're all sucking on Israel's clip.
No, that's totally Johnny Clare. That's totally Johnny Clare. And by the way, if that is the case, why? So I'm asking, why? I didn't know about, all this, Israel controlled the U.S. until maybe 2 years ago. I didn't know that. My whole life.
About 2 weeks ago when it became hard to not question. Is that a
no? I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know my entire life. That's what I'm talking about. It'd be nice if things could just be, but here I lived 56 years just figuring the U.S. ran itself, not knowing that we were really controlled by Israel. I mean, it's just interesting to me. Oh, thanks, Johnny. Thank you. Oh my God.
All right, let's watch the rest of this. It's so good. I love Johnny Clare. Here we go.
Substantiated theory have pointed to a Twitter X post by Harrison Smith, a personality at the pro-Trump InfoWars network, stating on August 13th, almost a month before Kirk's assassination, that he was told by, quote, someone close to Charlie Kirk that Kirk thinks Israel will kill him if he turns against Israel, end quote. The frenzied speculation has set off shockwaves in Tel Aviv, where Netanyahu was compelled to explicitly deny that his government killed Kirk. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Like I said,
which is what we opened with.
Go back. Go back a minute to the one just before that. Just before it, right there. So Charlie, now, someone close to Charlie Kirk said that Kirk thinks, well, please, no, isn't that not the same as the whisper that Epstein was working with the government? I mean, is that
There's no need
factual or not? That's all I'm saying. How am I? That's hearsay. That's not. I'm not dealing with that.
Peter, that's just it. I'm not saying it's not hearsay. I'm saying I don't know what to trust. But when I'm connecting the dots, that's a straight line. And if you don't believe that this guy took so much money from Zionists and then suddenly started to say, "Whoa, this isn't what I took your money for. I didn't take it to be a mouthpiece." And if he did that and that happened, which I believe, you don't think that he'd be scared regardless whether he said it, whether he whispered it to someone? You think that's hard to believe? Like when someone said, example, Pete, I know it's an extreme example, but when someone says it could have been someone celebrating and it just went off and shot the guy, you know immediately to fucking not even waste synapses in your brain with that. Go, I'm sorry.
No, I totally agree with you. Could it be? Does it line up? Do all the dots connect? Yes, it does, but that doesn't mean it be. That's all I'm saying. And like Jay Ham said,
what?
Right?
Watch this. Tell me what do be you be, Pete, because we don't know.
We do. What Charlie Kirk said, what came out of his mouth, that's fact. That's all I'm saying. And if that quote was attributed to someone, if there was a name on it, I'd be like, okay, because then you can go ask that person. That's all I'm saying. Does it make sense? Is it believable? Yes. But I refuse. It should not be put out without a name on it. There should be no more anonymous crap. No, it's got to have a name on it so you can go to that person, say, all right, show me. And if you can't, then don't do it because it creates these problems. Because people will be like, oh, yeah, look, that's what they said. That's real. And then when you say, well, no, that was, hearsay or somebody.
Is what I'm hearing. I'm saying, I agree with everything that Charlie Kirk, I agree with you. Everything Charlie Kirk said, he said. We have it. And it makes sense that would happen if I'm Charlie Kirk and I go from taking Zionist money to backing up the Jews, to backing up the Jews more than Israel. And then this shit's going on with Israel, and I don't know what to believe. But straight lines tell you something is going wrong. Something is going on. Straight lines fucking connecting dots in a straight line tell you I could see fucking Israel fucking propping up Hamas, so they have a common enemy, so they can keep fighting, so Netanyahu, who fucking people want to throw out, can stay in power. I could see all that. And then I could see Charlie Kirk saying, I've been to, we didn't even get to the part where he's like, it's as big as New Jersey. I could see him pushing back on that, and then like, whoa, you got to go. And they might not rhyme everything, but I'm just saying I could see that happening. And I don't see anyone else convincing me of anything else. Am I saying this definitely happened? No, I'm saying someone please convince me of something else. Like when they said, oh my God, that gun went off. It was probably someone celebrating. And I said, I think it's probably someone who hates Charlie Kirk because he's been indoctrinated by the left. And then someone gives me a story about a guy that was indoctrinated by the left and shot Charlie Kirk. So I'm saying, now give me the story where it's not true. But first, let's get to these fucking receipts from fucking, that our boys sent us. Said it's somewhere at the 20-minute mark, right? Did I read it right? Go on, Pete. I'm sorry.
No, it's just, I'd rather just deal in stone cold facts than any sort of hearsay or whatever. And again, I mean, because he was getting better.
Good luck. To quote your favorite movie, Taken, good luck.
One of my favorites. It's not
falling down. It's not
falling down.
Yeah, thank you. Illegal alien likes what Gary Biscayne is saying. Thank you. But you know what I mean? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you for the Now watch. Here's our girl, and I can't believe I have people have to get their shit together. Pete, I got to take a lesson from your book and be like, you got to stop jerking me off and give me. All right, here we go. Let's take a look. We love Candace. My wife, not so much, but.
I don't see nothing.
Thank you, Pete. I'll fix it.
Giant man.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is what I was waiting for. I can't see it.
Why? It's on
Morning,
the
I
screen.
said, need a comment
I know.
ASAP, please.
Oh, I don't think I can make it bigger. Hold on.
I made it bigger on my
again
screen.
here. You were present when Ackman lost his mind on Charlie and when Bibi invited him to Israel and Charlie refused. Text messages immediately following this meeting are circulating. I find Ackman's statement, as though the meeting was somehow cordial, to be incredibly disturbing. Are you at all disturbed by that tweet? Do you feel, as I do, that this tweet significantly betrays the defined purpose and mood of his and I presume your final meeting with Charlie?
Who is she texting with here, Kip?
He was unable to speak to me, but he did place some frantic calls to Turning Point USA. Yeah.
Seth Dillon.
Yeah, I went out to
whoever
Seth.
that
I
is.
also went out to two other people.
Oh, he's the Babylon B guy.
And nobody is willing to go on record. They're all
That's the
messaging each
only
other,
one.
trying to figure out a coordinated.
Then they should
Drinking the blood of Christian children. You
I don't
name
have
it.
time
mean,
for this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have time for it if I could present it better. But all we've got now, Ackerman's razor. All we've got now, you may have to. What was I going to say? You may have to whatever. I don't think we're not going to get to Frankie today. I'm sorry. Look, that's about because Stone Cold said so. I lost it. Anyway, back to you, Pete. All right. Thank you.
I know she is texting with people at the Kirk intervention, but I would like to see those actual texts. That was one of them, but I would like to see if she got any replies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There needed to be replies there, and maybe there were, and you couldn't get to it on the screen. I don't know, but so just where it is and waiting to see. So wait and see.
Let's get to a question that we can answer because they're going right to the source. Our boy Curtis John has a question for you, Pete. Thank you so much. No, I think it's legit. It's a $2 super chat. Pete, I had so much fun hanging with him. Him and this Giger Nets and Pete, we're going down. I'm flying you down to golf with them. It was so Pete. It was more fun than you can imagine. I'm not kidding.
I'm sure.
I get off the plane before I show this. I get off the plane, and there's actually before I get on the plane, Giger Nets. It's like, hey, give me Curtis's number. I want to text him. So he's like, and send him the screenshot of him describing the last night we hung out at the bar at Sadman. So I screenshot it, but I'm smart enough to make a 3-way text with me, Curtis, and Giger. I love calling him Giger. Pete, I land. It's Pete. It's those two. I told you, going back and forth. And one of the last things is Giger going, we got to teach you how to golf. We need to hang out and golf, Curtis. So it was so much fun. Here we go. Chat question. Hey, Pete, think about it this way. The left and the university were from Palestine. If you have someone with Charlie Kirk's influence now turning against Israel, that's a lot of influence.
Yeah.
I agree, but Pedro.
No, that's right. That's the point. You know, the left and the universities were already anti-Israel. You had Charlie Kirk as the buffer from the right. And now if he's like, you know, just backs off Israel a little bit, what do you like? Easy, big fella, right? What do you got left? What do you have remaining? And it's all anti-Israel.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Peter,
that makes a lot of sense.
But Peter, all kidding aside, you're not anti-Israel, right?
No, I'm not.
Peter, you got to call 911.
No. What goes? Come on. Is that me and Kanye?
Yes. Whoa. That's Pete? Say it loud. That's really good. Yeah. Say it loud. Say it loud. All right. Look. Gino's hand. All right. Look. I have got to. Did these guys even send it to me? I'm doing let me see what these guys are. Hold on. Where's my phone? Let me call Sammy Batesh right now. Watch, Pete. This is called cross promoting. I don't have to tell you. SAM. Where'd you go? What the fuck? Pam.
That's how you talk.
What's that?
What?
Hold on. Here we go.
I'm holding on, Gene.
See if he's probably getting ready.
Maybe you're going out at midnight.
Oh, please. Normally, in a perfect world, he's not answering. All right.
That was something.
What's that?
When you went on at midnight.
I didn't mind that. See you boys in 15 to 20, 5:25, please and thanks. Yeah, okay. I'll be ready at 5:25. You better be. By the way, we're going right from here to Better or Believe It. I gotta set that up while we talk. So much more to cover. I will try and make it work Friday, but do you want to just say let's go? Look, we could go 7 my time. 7 your time is 4 my time. You want to just try and do a late night, do a Friday afternoon one?
Well, if I'm golfing at 1, I probably won't be home till like 7. Yes. Our time, my time. What's that? Will that be yesterday your time?
Here's the thing: we have to do one because I'm going to need to get more Trump info. Peter, I was watching clips of this thing. I'm going to embarrass you. I'm going to get my ass. Like the guys, he's like, they won't use any of your clips. I'm like, they probably won't. I hope they.
Oh, well, if you need to talk about that, yeah, I'll definitely. I mean,
so let's say 8:00 special, 8:00 Bet to or Believe It Friday night. Doesn't interfere with Garrett and Steve at all. Never, not like it ever would, because they don't work Friday. Friday night, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. my time. Bet to or Believe It. Okay, and if Pete's late, then I'll push it back. But let's plan on that, okay? Because I got a lot more shit to talk about. Maybe we'll have more answers. And
so, what time are we going on? 8?
5:00 your time.
5:00 my time.
No, God, yeah, Pete, I'm flip flopping, and I didn't take statins. 5:00 LA time, 8 p.m. your time.
I'm going to put it in my calendar.
We'll figure. By the way, your mic's overmodulated. Sounds like he's yelling in a classroom. He's done that. We'll work on that.
How's that? Is that better? Is that better?
Like it matters now, Peter. All right, look. Oh, hold on one sec. talk to them a sec, Pete, because I'm literally watch the pro your little brother is.
What?
By the
I'm
way,
sitting
the
here.
logo is an American flag now. What do you think of that?
What's that?
I can't set up the live stream while I'm here. I'll do it later. Make sure I'll put it in here later. Nothing. I was gonna say. I forget what I was saying. It must have been a lie. Must have been a lie. By the way, this is my second cigar today. I don't know if you saw the beginning. I was shitting. I was so right. We were shitting on these people from the Dabbleverse that you don't know who they are. It's like one of them left, the other one's crying.
This is the real ladder. This is the real ladder. I don't know what's going on with that flag, but this is it. This is the real thing. This is the real. Oh God, he's right. Wait a minute. It's
You're
okay.
on green screen with the real ladder behind you.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yes. Oh my God. There we go.
At the buzzer, Gino's hand gets a J-Ham Stoneface one.
I didn't even realize that. Oh my God, I didn't even realize that.
Oh, Peter. All right, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, the Rumble logo is an American flag right now. Gino's hand. I vow to do anything you say to. I vow to do anything you say to do, Gino. There you go.
Oh my God.
Right, so here's what I'm gonna say. Shout out if you got a membership from J-Ham. He's so good to us. He's such a huge Loads fan, like so many other people. Thank you for the sneakers, Curtis. Thank you for hanging out. We are back Friday. I've got to go. Apologies to Frank, I didn't get to. Better believe it will be streaming soon. I got another thing coming up, and then I'll work on Gino's picks. Very busy day for me. Why not? The wife is off being successful. I wonder if she's still live right now. By the way, let me check something. That's so funny. They're lying about Charlie Kirk, Candace, West Coast Gino, Tailgate, Drinking Brothers. Are they still live? They're not. They're not. God damn it. Oh, but here you go. Actually, I think it's behind a paywall, so I can't put it up. Sorry, I'm so disorganized. Pete, we got to get out of here. We definitely have to do the show on fucking. God damn it, Gene. Shut up. Definitely have to do the show Friday, 5 o'clock your time, 8 o'clock your time, 5 o'clock my time. Pete,
I got it.
Thank you for stopping by. There you go. And thank you for putting the proper backdrop behind you. She is still nipply. I love it. Gino's hand is Sean. He's worse than Mossad. Is he really? No, it's not. Gino's hand is the other Sean. We like him. All right, we got to go, Pete. I got to set up for another thing. I'm going to stream up. I'm going to link the stream for Better Believe It. We got to go. Pete, dance us off.